He's not gonna fall for it, bro. Ain't no way no other nigga gonna fall for this, bro. Ain't no way.
I remember when I would kiss your neck during
that kind of funny. This is so cruel.
My friend's mother was murdered by his father that went crazy and then killed himself.
It's the real tone, bro. Hey, it's the real tone. It's the real tone.
Yo, do gang! Pick up the phone!
I just want to give a little heads up before the video starts. I recorded this like 2-3 days ago and the audio was messed up, so here I am re-recording it again. Also, the video is different than what I normally do. So the first part is going to be me talking about how me and Tub got to know each other. The second part is going to be how I made the song, and then the third part is just a little message that I want to give, you know, just in case if Tub is watching the video, you feel me? Alright, so as you guys saw from the little skit, it's not really a skit, but I did the best I could, alright? So basically, I started watching his video for like a long time. Me as a giga chat brain that I am, I was like, this guy funny, and he's Hispanic. I was like, I gotta collab somehow, and he chill. So I was like, I gotta play that, call it that I'm on this big brain 2K IQ type of thing. I was like, I know he has a second channel with less subscribers. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say I'm a tough fan. I don't want to be like, if you get what I mean. But I might give it a little pause. I might give a little fist pump. That's what I meant. I saw that he posts Chuck E. Cheese video over there on the second channel. I was like, like anything that has to do with FNAF, and I know he likes FNAF a lot as well. So I was like, Jay Les, man, I want some Chuck E. Cheese, bro. So let me see. And he posted it on his second channel, I think. So I left a comment. I was like pretty early about it, and I think my assumption is that's where he saw my comment. He's like, let me check him out. I see his comment popping up a lot, and if he has vidIQ or something, it shows how much subscribers I got. So he probably like 5K. He probably makes YouTube videos. Let me see what he do. Saw my video, which at the time it was the Playboy Cardi video that has like 11K right now, and he left the comment, and I was not expecting that at all. So I look at it, I'm like, Dub commented? This not real. I was like, ain't no way this is real. So I clicked on it and it's real. It's real. I'm like, literally, I was telling my mom, my dad, my brother, my other brother, my sister. I think anybody else that asked me like, how's the music going? How's your YouTube channel going? I'm like, I'm doing good, you know. This YouTuber with 2 million, he follows me, you know what I'm saying? You know, like that little flex, you know, so hey, appreciate you too. I got some flex now. I'm not gonna take advantage of that. So yeah, I was like, duh, I got that Tub co-sign. So after that, I was already thinking like, alright, bet. He follows me. I just gotta figure out how to collab with him, because I knew he also made music. I know he makes music. So I was like, but if I'm gonna collab, am I gonna make it like a song with him? Or I was like, I'll probably do a song, because the videos, I was like, I'm not sure a video is gonna work. I was like, I could have him over on my channel, do like a virtual preset, but I don't want to ask. To be honest, I never asked him. I never asked him for the collab, because I'm the type of person that I don't want to be like, hey, I see you got 2 million subscribers, you want to collab? I'm not that type of person. But what I did do, not on purpose, it was just for myself, but because I like sharing stuff with people. I had like a 2024 goal, and I posted it on my story. And then by near the end of 2024, I realized that I didn't complete the list. I didn't complete it. I think I did literally nothing on the list, and not because I was lazy. I just think I was waiting for the right moment for everything, right? So that means I basically almost didn't do any of it. So I was like kind of, I wouldn't say depressed, but I was like, oh man, I ain't doing none of it. What the heck? And then he saw it, and then he was like, I still want to collab with you. I was like, I didn't have to. I was like, say it less. And I didn't have it open at the time. I did have one, but I was like, it's an old one. And like the worst part is, the old one, I sold that song to somebody else. I was like, imagine if Tub gets on that one, the other guy's gonna be mad. So I made a second one, a newer one, alright? And I was actually kind of happy about it. I was like, if Tub hops on either one of them, I was like, yeah, it's alright. It's pretty, both of them are pretty good. So I sent it to him. I think like probably like 2-3 days, or maybe less, I don't know, before the year was over. And then literally, I think he sent it back on the 31st, if I'm not mistaken. I was like, bro's moving mad quick, bruh. Did you even take his time? In the doorway, I was like, bro's quick. That's quick. I was like, let me hear this. I'm like, bro, good, bro. He's good. And then he told me like the backstory. The song was like, it was about like birds, like the perspective of a bird. I was like, I did not write about that, but I mean, I'm not complaining. It sounds fire. So I was like, say less, bro. This sounds fire. And it actually does. I don't hate it at all. I thought it pretty good, pretty creative. And I was like, but how am I gonna explain this to people? Like my song was like, if you don't really care what you want to say so, I really thought you were gonna stay over. Alright, that's all it is, pretty much. And then he's like, look up in the stars, like, look up in the sky, you can see me, the constellation wish they could be me, I was like, how am I gonna explain to people? How do I make the story make sense? I was like, the only way I can do that if I make the whole thing about birds. The song was originally gonna be called Closer, because I said, you stay in my mind, I just want you closer. So I was gonna call it Closer, but I was like, nah, that'd be a missed opportunity. So I'm gonna call it Birdie, because like his name is like, I think it's Alberto or Birdie, something like that. I think it's Alberto, but like his nickname is like Bertie. So I was like, I'm gonna put it Birdie, if that makes sense. How about Birdie? And then I was thinking of like cover art. I was like, I got time for cover art, bro. I ain't got no time, bro. I'm on a crunch time, bro. I'm about to go to travel, bro. Like literally at the time, we were gonna go out of state to the United States. My parents. First time traveling in like more than 10 years on an airplane. I was like the little kid. I think I was like 7. And I'm 21. I was like 7, 14, 21. I was like, you mathematics, you get it. So I was like, I need to get this done before I leave. So then like you call it. So then like the distributor is not like, oh, you submitted a little too late. You gotta wait a little longer. I was like, nah, I gotta submit it early. So I used AI for the cover. I was like, what you think about the cover, bro? This is pretty fire, right? I was like, bro's gonna know it's AI, but I'm not gonna say nothing. And then he said, is that AI? My friend's not gonna like that. And I don't like it. And they don't talk smack about it. So don't do that. I was like, valid point. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I did. I did think about it. It just, if you see my content, I use AI for like a lot of things. I'm not really a AI hater, but I'm also not an AI supporter, if that makes sense. I feel like if AI would get the proper permission and pay people where they gotta pay, that's a whole video. Alright, that's a whole different video. Anyways, long story short, I had to get it done. And he was like, don't use that cover, bro. Not a good idea. I was like, alright, you're right. So I ended up having to draw it myself. Now, normally, I use Photoshop. But the thing is, I hate Photoshop when it comes to drawing. I hate it, alright? Mainly because I got shaky hands. Not really shaky, but as you can see, these hands are not that great, bro. Not that great. Even if I try to do some of this, it probably don't get stuck in there. I paused. I was like, nah. And like, for the longest time, I've been wanting to get like an iPad. Because if you know Procreate, right? They got that streamline feature. If you use Procreate, you know what I'm talking about. They got like that streamline feature where like, if you draw like a crappy line or something, it'll fix it out. I was like, I need that. It's like, I suck. I don't suck at drawing, but I suck at like doing it like smooth, if that makes sense. And like, I use like a really small Wacom tablet. And my screen's like extra wide. So like the ratio don't even make sense. My tablet is like a rectangle, a regular rectangle. But my monitor is like an extra stretch monitor, ultra wide. So like the proportions don't make sense. So I did some research and I was like, oh, you telling me Clip Studio CPS? I mean, what is it called? Oh, Clip Studio Paint, not CPS. CSP had something like that. I was like, say less, bro. I'm gonna have to learn it. Honestly, it's not that hard to learn it. It took me like 2 days ish to learn it. So I ended up drawing it on Clip Studio Paint, and it turned out pretty nice. Turned out pretty good. I'm gonna show a little picture here, or here. I did it this way. Here, I sent it to him. It was like, yo, this is way better. I was about to say, because if you were gonna say this is trash, collab, cancel. Probably would have done more damage to me than him, realistically speaking. So I did that, submitted it, boom, right? Then I went traveling out of the United States for like 9 days ish. 7 days if you don't count the day that I went and coming back. Went over there, got my shoulder hurt while they were trying to move me around. And then I come back. And guess what? All of a sudden, my iPhone X, my iPhone 10, which I love it so much because my dad gave it to me and I don't got a phone. I was like, this is my everything right here, man. I had it all customized and everything, bro. It looked super nice. And I was like, getting ready to upload. It broke on like a Sunday. And I was pissed because on Monday, I think it was Labor Day or something like that. And Monday was the same day that my song come out. So I couldn't get my phone fixed until Tuesday. And I don't normally post on the PC because I post on my phone because it's way better to do it on the phone. So I was like, uh-oh. I hope Tub doesn't find out that the song is out. And I can get my phone fixed on Tuesday, get it fixed, post content, and then let them know like, hey Tub, guess what? The song is out. Yippee! Nah, wrong. What ended up happening was on Tuesday, I wake up, I check Instagram on my computer, telling me, yo, the song is out. I had to talk about it on stream. I checked the stream, I think Wednesday, the one he was talking about. One of two things, bro. We got super mega tough fans in there, letting him know everything, which is good for him. Or I got one of my fans in there, and he was like, hey, yo, let me promote Shades music on Tub because they collab. It's probably the first one, because my fans, y'all not supportive, bro. Y'all some, I don't know. I'm grateful for y'all, though. For y'all that truly supportive, I see y'all. But y'all stragglers, yeah, so he's like, yeah, I had to talk about it in my stream. I checked the stream, which I'll put the clip on right here.
Also, I didn't even know this dropped. A feature dropped with me in it. I recorded this like in New Year's, like on New Year's Day, I think. So there's a new song on my Spotify. I have no idea why Shades, because I like Shades. He's a good friend of mine. I have no idea why Shades didn't promote it, didn't tell me anything about it. Like, this is probably the most promo it's gonna get. Besides me posting on my Instagram story. I just randomly saw this last night. So there's a new feature. But this has like it's pretty cool. But bro, he used AI, not for this one. He used AI, and then I told him I'm not gonna promote it if you're using AI for the cover. I said my fans won't like it, and I don't like it either. And then he changed it. He drew this, so shout out to him, talented dude. But just had to make that clear. He actually drew this, which I think is really cool, really nice of him. But I don't know why he's not promoting it. I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna start today.
Yeah, and after looking at that, bro, I feel bad, bro. I feel bad. I didn't tell him because I didn't want him to know. Because, like, I wasn't ready. And then he was like, I didn't do no promo. I was like, I didn't do no promo because me personally, at the size that I am, I don't really promo in a song before the song comes out. Because what if the post goes viral and then the song is not out, even though it's already scheduled? What am I supposed to do? Post on SoundCloud? By the time I post it on Spotify and iTunes, the post is dead. So that's why I normally wait until after. So everything just went. And I'm like, bro, I'm looking like the bad person now. I'm like, I didn't tell him. I'm not doing no promo yet because of my phone. And like I said, everything was just going wrong for me. I got my shoulder hurt. I get food poisoning. Not even from over there, but here. And then my phone breaks. My song releases. I can't promo. And I'm like, what am I gonna do now? And then tell me like, hey yo, the song is up. Like, no, everything. My worst nightmares. I mean, just to real life, bro. What the heck? And I was like, bro. I still feel so bad. I feel bad because I'm pretty sure he was hoping like promo, song drops, promo, but no, that did not happen. And I'm pretty sure he probably would at least appreciate if I say, hey, guess what? The song drops on Monday, which I thought I did, but because all the flight and all that happening, I forgot. So that's pretty much what happened. So now I got that out of the way. I want to talk about how I made the song, how I made it, what I did, yada, all that. So let's get on over, bro. Right, let me just quickly break down the beat. How I made it. So first, created a little sample thing. I think I did a whole bunch of editing. Alright, here's the little intro part. Alright, so there's that. I use this. Like a violin, something like that. It's another violin kinda. Then I have this. Another violin voice type of style. And I don't remember what this is. Oh, the little sound effect, kind of like birds a little bit. The little sounds that add the texture, basically. So with all that together, I believe it should sound like this. kicks. The 808. Alright, it's all coming together now. And you have the snare and hi-hats. The perks. The bongos. You can't really hear the bongos, but you kind of hear it. Yeah, that is kind of soft. There's a snare. And the hi-hats. It's right here. That's pretty much the beat right there. Now obviously I was gonna put my tag. But I ended up not putting it because
Wait, see? When did this happen?
I ended up not putting my tag because the person that recorded it didn't exactly record it for it to be a producer tag. I just kind of took it and hey, I just didn't want no problem. I said, all my other songs, I don't really care. But if this is a song with Tub and she gonna try to take it down, I said, nah, I'm not dealing with that. And that's for the beat. That's literally the whole beat. All right, here is the recording template I use. If you guys want to get the same recording template that I use, I'll leave it in the description below. So basically, everything up here is recording the main vocals. Everything down here is the ad-libs. These two tracks down here are backing vocals. And then lastly, these are like just little ad-libs. Now, I do have Tub acapella. I was planning on mixing it a little bit, but realistically, I personally felt like his signature mix is his style, so I didn't want to touch it anyway. So if you want to replicate everything of my vocal preset, you gotta have these things right here. With all that, literally, you have the song. All right, literally, the song was pretty simple to make. I have fun making it. It was pretty cool, see it all come together. Something that I would have never imagined. This is the part where I was gonna little message I want to just close off the video with. So Tub, if you're watching the video all the way here, I appreciate it, bro. Big apologies for not letting you know the song was coming out, not exactly promoting. It's not that I didn't appreciate what you did, or I didn't care about it that much, because I did. I tell you, I have like a lot of videos, but the thing is, the way I post, I do things in a certain way, right? And I feel like that's one thing I gotta stop doing and just post. But like, I'm working on something, right? And I don't know how to explain it, but basically I try to do things in a more ordered way versus unordered way, if that makes sense. Everything I do, I try to make sure that I do it right, even though I did it wrong this time, right? So I did it wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm making this a big deal more than what it has to be, but on my part, I just feel bad. Secondly, I feel like this whole experience doing this, it's a great learning experience, because I can't imagine like having to work with a bigger artist. Like, bro, if this was a bigger artist like Future or something like that, bro, I'm cooked. I'm literally good. They're like, why you not promoting it? You're not doing a promo. Probably the collab canceled. They'll probably tell me, nah, don't post it. You post it, you're getting sued. Bro probably would have blocked me. All connections lost. All that. So, like I said, I'm really appreciative how patient you are, Tub. How patient you are. Like, you're really patient and understanding. Like, it's still like a drain to me, to be honest. It's still like a drain. I'm like, dang, I got a song with Tub. Like, what the? It feels like kind of fake, almost. You know what I'm saying? And like, because like I said, I do a lot of AI. It feels like, in my mind, I'm like, bro, it feels too good to imagine, to realize, to accept. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's out. The song is out. I'm like, bro, like, I can't make no fancy videos. I'm trying my best to like promote it with like shorts, with these videos. But then at a certain point, it feels like, I don't want to come off as the leecher. As a leech, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm using Tub name to build myself up, if that makes sense. That's one thing I kind of did in the past a little bit, which could have been the burn between me and Lil Gunner, because as you know, I make preset, he makes preset. He got sales, I get sales. Competition. And one thing I realized, microphone work. One thing I realized, that is a little word of advice for anyone that's watching. If somebody's doing better than you, I said that in quotation, better, right? If somebody's doing better than you, don't make it a competition. You should try to work with them instead. That's where something went wrong with me and Lil Gunner. I don't think I ever truly disrespected. I was just saying what everybody else was saying. Like, hey guys, are you sure Lil Gunner built a preset that good? I don't know about that. And then obviously I'm like, yeah, my preset better. You know what I'm saying? Which, hey, like I said in my other video, I said it once in my videos, I got no hate towards Lil Gunner. I think bro is creative, talented. Bro's reaching levels that, to be honest, I'm not gonna say I underestimated him, but I underestimated him. So yeah, I don't want to come off as a leecher. I'm not that type of person. And like, I feel like if I just promote, I do want the song to get plays at the same time. So I'm like, if I don't promote, I'm like this is what I'm dealing with right now. I promote until it gets a lot of streams. Good. You know, you know, the song just plays, everybody's happy. Yay. Right? But then it'll come off as it only blew up because of Tub, or he's using Tub to blow up. And then on the other side, it's like, if I don't do that, I'm gonna look like a bad person, not truly appreciating collab and like not promoting it. Because like, you know, in my song, my own song, I promote it. But then even then, people still tell me, why you promote the song too much? Which I never cared. I never cared when they said that. I'm like, bro, if you don't want to hear it, then don't hear it. There's a bunch of other people that haven't heard it yet. Come on, let me promote it. I made it. Let me promote it. I like it. I love it. I want people to hear it, all right? And that's the same for this song. I love it. I made it. But guess what? I'm not the only one that made it. And I feel like the most logical thing to do is just promote it and ignore everyone that says, oh, he's using Tub to blow up. Just like I said, I'm not that type of person. So, in conclusion, everything, because I feel like I did a lot of yapping. Me and Tub were pretty chill. The rollout did not happen how I was hoping it to come out. And then 3, I'm grateful, and you know, I feel bad. Like I said, I'm grateful and I feel bad. What I would like y'all to do is, first of all, subscribe, leave a like. I want you to comment WTub, and then if you also subscribe, I want you to put W Shade. Make sure you go listen to the song. How would you not, bro? Hey, Tub is on there. I'm just kidding. But he is. But you know what I mean. It's out on all platforms. If you guys want to see me do a lot more yapping, which you guys probably don't, you guys can check out my 3rd channel. This one right here. And then appreciate everybody. Thank you, Tub, for being on the song. And I'll catch y'all later, bro. See ya.